Hello everyone, welcome to RoboGuru online programming course. Today we will learn about line and edge detection robot. So we'll create a line following robot as well as a edge detection robot. Let's see. So here are some disclaimers. So first we will look at the line detection concept, how a robot follows a line, then how robot takes a turn based on a line, that is something we'll see. Then programs on line detection. Then we will look at some uh, edge detection concept, then programs on edge detection. Then there is a hybrid robot that also will make. So the line follower sensor is an add-on for robot that gives robot the ability to detect lines or nearby objects. So basically this, if you look at this image, so first image is black surface, this image, second is this image, where first in this first image we are detecting a black surface, second image we are detecting a white surface. So let's see how a robot detects a black surface and a white surface. So first thing is IR transmitter. Okay, I want to discuss one more thing that maybe you have experienced this. Maybe your parents, guardians, someone must have told you that during summers you should not wear dark clothes, dark colored clothes. So if you have not, then I think you should not. So because what happens is when you wear dark uh, clothes have a tendency to absorb all the radiation, or like I can say all the light, all the heat. So that's why I mean you should not wear them. So if you talk about black surface looks black because it has absorbed all the light. Similarly, white surface looks white because it reflects all the light. That's why it looks brighter. It looks yeah, much brighter. It looks white. So when we talk about black surface, it absorbs everything. So as you have already understood in the previous class that how IR obstacle sensor works. So IR transmitter sensor transmitted infrared waves. Okay, transmitted infrared ray. So that ray is absorbed by black surface. When it uh, gets onto the black surface absorbs all that radiation. So nothing gets reflected back. When IR sensor receives no ray from the black surface. So it detects that there is a black surface. Similarly, if we talk about white surface, I have already told you that white surfaces has a tendency to reflect everything, to reflect all the light. So if this infrared light gets onto white surface, the white surface will reflect everything, will reflect back everything, and that ray is uh, that reflected light is absorbed or even received by the IR receiver. Because of that, IR receiver gets to know that there is a white surface. So when IR receiver detects no light from the surface, it thinks that there is a black surface. If it receives the light, it's a white surface. So let's take how robot take turns based on a line. So to build a line following robot, we will use two sensors. Okay, one is right sensor and one is left sensor. So if you think that there is a black line, okay, suppose there is a black line, okay, and this is the right sensor, this is the left sensor. When both the sensors are on white surface, robot should be moving forward. Okay, and if suppose left sensor detects that there is a line, okay, now left sensor is on the black line. Now left sensor detects that it is a line, it is a black surface. Then we should program robot to take a left turn, because if you see here that robot is moving towards the right direction, it's moving away from the line towards the right direction. So in order to make it go back to the line, we have to make it turn towards left direction. That's why this left sensor is there, which detects the line, and so at that point of time we should turn the robot left. So when left sensor on the black line, right sensor on the white line, we should turn left. Similarly, if the right sensor is on the line and left sensor is on the white surface, the robot should be turning right, because at this point of time robot is moving towards left direction. uh, it's moving away from the line towards left direction. So in order to make it come back to the line, we have to move it towards right direction, because if it rotates in right direction, it will immediately come back to the line. Let's write some programs. So we need to write a program to make robot move inside the circle of a line but doesn't move out. Okay, let's try this. So we need to build a robot which will move inside this circle but doesn't come out. Okay, for that we will go to robot, configure, then add a sensor, IR sensor, then let's say we put it at F front, okay, and it will be a line sensor, and save it. Okay. So here I think you can clearly see that there is a line sensor which is pointing downwards. So what we will do is, first we will add a repeat loop, because I have already told you that whenever we are using a sensor or a switch, repeat loop is always mandatory. So here we will add a forward command first of all, so that robot will start moving forward, and after that we will add a while loop. So what will be the condition for while loop? That sensor detects a line. Okay? We will go to C front and F is a line. So if F is a line, suppose our robot is here and it has seen that there is a line ahead. Let's do a little bit more. Okay. So now it has detected a line. What we should do? Okay. Let's make it go backward and take a turn. I think that's what we should do. That's what we have done in obstacle avoidance robot also. We will go to move. We will write forward, then add a delay so that it moves back for a short time. Let it be 1000, or maybe it's better to put it 700. Then let's add a maybe hard left so that now it turns, and this should happen for approximately let's say 600 milliseconds. I think that's better. If we look at this program, robot will keep on moving forward, and if it detects that F is a line, F is a line, it will move back. It will move back for 700 milliseconds, then take a hard left for 600 milliseconds. Let's try running this program. Let's keep it back. Let's try this now. The robot is moving forward, and if it detects a line, it moves back, turn, then moves back. So in this way, it will keep on moving inside the circle, but will not move out of the circle. Okay. So our next task is write a program to make robot move in a circle of line using 1 and 2 sensors. Okay. First, we should try with one sensor only. Let's try first with one sensor. Okay. So I will just change the position of the sensors to FLC, FRC. Yeah, I will choose it to FRC. If you see here, I have a sensor here. Okay. So what I should do is I will just keep it here. Okay. Now it's perfect. So what we will do is, in order to make it follow this circle, what we will do is, if the sensor detects that there is a line, if this sensor detects that there is a line, it should turn towards right. Otherwise, it should move left. Let me show you first. I will add a left while if RC is a line. If RC is a line, our robot should turn towards right. So if FRC is a line, robot should turn right, and if it's not a line, robot should turn left. Let's try this program. I'm not sure it will work, but let's try. That's because that's how we check that if our program is working or not. I've already told you, programming is all about trial and error. Yeah, perfect. So it will keep on following this line. I'll show you something interesting. I am just thinking that if I increase the speed, this program will not work. Let's try this. Increase the speed to maybe 100. Let's try it now. The same program, I've just increased the speed. Yeah, it's not at all working. It's not working because program doesn't have time. So kind of there is some kind of a force because when it's trying, suppose it's moving left, and when it's trying to move right, there is a transition in between. This during this time because line is very thin, it exceeds the line. So what happens is, suppose robot is here and it is trying to move towards the line. Okay, so what happens is when it tries to move towards the line, it detects uh, a line, but it doesn't have enough time to make the robot stop and turn towards right direction. And during that time, it exceeds it. It exceeds the line, and now robot has to turn towards right direction, left direction. Okay, it takes another turn. Okay, and when it comes here, again when it detects a line, it should be moving towards right direction. But since the speed was very high, it's not able to stop and move back. So it takes another jump from the line. It doesn't have enough time to detect. Yes. So one thing what we can do is we should make the line more thick, or we should decrease the speed. Since right now in this practice arena we cannot make it thick, but we can definitely reduce the speed. If we reduce the speed, the program will work fine. So here also if you see that program this line approximately reaches to the center of the line. If I just increase this to maybe 70 also, I am just thinking that it may follow, but it may follow this line. Not sure, let's check. But at a speed of 100, it definitely will not follow. If you look at this, it is now much closer to the inner end of the line. This sensor is pointing towards the much more near to the end of inner end of the line. If I just increase it a little bit more, let's say maybe 85, I think it will stop following the line. There's a huge possibility. It's very close now. Yeah, it stopped now. Right, it stopped. Okay. So let's move to the our second program. Our second program is write a program to make robot move in a circle of line. So we have already done the one sensor. Now we need to add two sensors here. So what we will do is we just add first of all two sensors. So the second sensor will be IR sensor and we will point it at FLC. So here what we will do is, when both the sensors, according to this rule, when both the sensors are on white line, robot should be moving forward. Okay. So I will just remove this left and add a forward. Okay. So if FRC is a line, robot should, if FRC is a line, we'll just go back to this. If the right sensor detects a line, robot should be turning towards right. Right. So if FRC is a line, robot will turn towards right. And if let me use a while loop. So condition will be FLC is a line. If FLC is a line, what should happen? If left sensor detects a line, robot should turn towards left. We will add a left. Now we will run this. But since the speed is 85, it may stop following the line. We need to reduce the speed. There's a high possibility that it may stop following the line. It's following, yes. And I want you to see this at a much lower speed. I'll just reduce it to 47. Now I'll run this and show you. There is only one sensor which is working right now. We can even remove this forward command also. Then also I believe this will follow the line. But it will follow in a zigzag path. We move left, then right, left, right, left, right. Be moving in that way. Yeah. So that's how we will build a line following robot. We'll try this program. Let's move to edge detection. What is edge detection? So edge detection means you detect the edge. That means suppose you want to build a robot which can move on a surface of a table. Okay, it will move on the surface of table, but it will not fall from the table. Okay, so whenever it detects that the edge of the table is reached, it will move back. Okay, so these kind of robots can be used at different places, like maybe a car which is moving on the hill. So whenever the car senses that it's moving towards the edge of the road, it will apply the brakes or maybe turn towards the road, something like that. Or maybe it can be used by um, in wheelchairs also. So someone who's using a wheelchair, he's about to go towards the edge of the maybe stairs. So this sensor will prevent it from moving uh, towards the edge of the stairs. So it will move back or maybe alarm someone, something like that can be done. So an IR edge detection sensor mainly consists of infrared transmitter and infrared receiver. So what happens is, it's very much similar to the obstacle avoidance robot. Okay? So obstacle can be sensed as the surface, and whenever that obstacle is not there, we sense that it's a edge. Okay? So whenever the surface of the sensor will always sense the surface of the um, surface of the robot, okay, surface of the floor. Okay, it will always sense the surface of the floor, and to that it will sense that it's a obstacle, okay, or it's a surface. But whenever that edge is there, okay, the range is not enough, so it will sense that it's the edge. Okay. So whenever that reflected light is there, until that reflected light is there, it's a surface. Whenever that reflected light is not there, the sensor will sense that it's a edge. Okay. Let's try this program. Our first program is write a program to move forward and stop when an edge is detected. Okay, let's try that. So first we will try and configure. We'll use only one sensor at front position, that will be better, and the edge. So I will just rotate this so that it senses the edge, because this side there is a edge. So what we will do is, while f is the edge, let's remove all of it. Then make first robot move forward, and if it detects the edge, while sensor detects the edge. So if f is the edge, robot should stop. Let's try this program. The robot is moving forward, and when it detects the edge, it will stop. Let's move back and zoom in and show you. Okay, that's how it is. We'll go to our next program. Use a program to move forward and stop when an edge is detected. Use two sensors and logical OR. Okay, so here we need to use two sensors. Let's move to robot and use two sensors here. So first one I think I'll use FLC, and second one also I'll use FRC, and this one also I'll choose as edge. So if I remove this and I'll go to C. So if FLC is the edge, okay, after this I will add a OR operator. So next condition will be if FRC is a line. So if both the sensor detects, if any of the sensor detects that it is a line, it is an edge, it will stop. These two move forward and stop. Yeah, this is our program. Okay, I need to place the robot somewhere else. So this sensor is detected, so the robot has stopped. Or we can program it something else also. That the robot first will move backward for maybe delay of 100. Then it will take a hard right, hard left for a very small time. That will be better. And that will be better. Like this. Whenever it detects the edge, it will move back, then take a hard left. Okay, so it will be moving in the same way. I don't think it will detect the edge. There is no edge there. So if any of the sensor detects, it will move back. What we have learned today is so our next two programs are write a program to move robot forward and stop when an edge is detected. This is something I think we have already done. Okay, this is interesting. Create a robot which avoid obstacles or walls and doesn't fall from any edge. Okay. So this is something we should do. Create a robot which avoids obstacles or walls and doesn't fall from any edge also. It will not touch anything and it will be a edge sensor also. So I think here you need to use multiple sensors. This is a homework I think you should try. So here what you should use is the second sensor you should be. So this one should be F and this should be a edge and you should select the F. You should be selecting as a FL and this should be as a obstacle sensor. Or you can select one more sensor as FR as obstacle sensor. What you will see here is these two sensors in the front will sense the obstacle and this sensor at the bottom will sense the edge. So it will move around this area but will not fall and will not touch any wall. So I think you should try this program. Thank you.